What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling and rise video. First off, I want to say big shout out and thank you to everybody for making us back to #1 again on the content creator rankings. My boy Zaf messaged me today and I'm like, there's no fucking way, Zaf. And now he's right. We are #1 now. So first off, I want a big shout out to all of my supporters, everybody for joining. Now, the way this works, just so everyone's aware, it's not based on how many supporters you have. It's how much the supporters are actually getting points for you. So we actually do have the most amount of points. So I want to give a big shout out to my top 20, Payneblade's mom, Travis, Forsaken, Slam, Step Bear, Meow2X, all the NIDs, everybody else along the way. I just want to say a big, huge shout out to you guys. Thank you for all the love and support. There will be a new code also dropping, just so everyone is aware. It will be 300k gold. I know it's not much. It's kind of a shitty code, but hey, it's something. So it will be dropping very shortly in the game for you. So please keep an eye out for that. Now, I'm going to log in real quick and we're going to talk a little bit about the future and what else is there to essentially wait for. All right. So there are some new things coming down the pipe. I want to talk to you guys about it. Now, I don't have a source here, but I do want to talk about things to expect and things that you're going to see. Now, I'm not going to be showing anything here because obviously they're not leaks. These are just assumptions and assumptions, and we're going to talk a little bit about what the future holds for SLA. Now, you guys know obviously cores are a major part of this game now. They have given us the ability to boost power like no other. Of course, artifacts still being the #1 source and other sources, but cores have played a pretty big role now in regards to giving us a ton of power for our hunters as well as Sun Jinnu. Now, in the future, you guys are aware now that the devs have mentioned that Sun Jinnu is going to grow in power quite drastically. And they've kind of kept true to their word. Not only have they buffed all of his skills, but now they're also buffing all of the abilities, plus now the introduction of cores and everything else that's being introduced, making SJW the #1 badass in the game. Now, what else does the future hold? Okay, so we know that in October, that they did announce a brand new mob coming out very soon, and this mob looks essentially like the Shadow Monarch, the previous Shadow Monarch, and that's going to be the new raid boss that's coming out in November. Now, in November also, they have also introduced the fact that we will be seeing most likely a drop on Thomas after Isla. Isla should be dropping end of October. Thomas should be dropping on the 6-month anniversary. So 6-month anniversary is coming up in November. If you do the math, I believe it's exactly 6 months. So we should be expecting ourselves a Thomas release very soon. I know a lot of you are excited. Hell, I'm excited because this is I believe this is the character that 99% of us have all been waiting for and are very excited to actually use and summon for. So I'm going to be saving. I'm not summoning for GINA. This is the first character I'm actually going to be skipping outside of Harper. Of course, I did skip Harper. And I'll be skipping GINA as well too, and I'll be going forward and getting myself Thomas as fast and possible as I can. Now, I do have another giveaway. You guys are aware of it. I can't mention it on stream, but there'll be a second giveaway as well too by the time Thomas hits, and this one is going to be a whalish giveaway, by the way. So just so you guys are aware, make sure you're joining the Discord and that you guys are in fact going to be part of that giveaway if you are looking for two really good, really solid giveaways to get Thomas especially. This is the time to do it, okay? And you guys can see here, they're giving us a ton of diamonds, ton of gems. So I don't even know if I'm going to go for Isla. I might actually end up skipping Isla as well too, depending how good she is. I might just be saving straight for Thomas at this point and push him to A5. One of my biggest regrets in this game is only stopping at A3 for Gun He. Even though you are able to summon for him now, in the custom banner, it's a lot harder to get him than it would have been if I just went straight in the limited banner and gone to A5. So one of my biggest regrets is that, and I don't want to make the same mistake in the future for Thomas. By the way, my beard is coming in pretty heavily. I know some of you guys have noticed. I look older. I'm gonna let this grow out. We're gonna let this go as far as we possibly can, and I'm gonna go to a barber and get it professionally done. We're gonna see how a beard looks on your boy. I've never had a full-on beard. This is my first time letting it kind of come out. So let me know what you guys think about that. All right, now a couple other things I want you guys to know about and that you guys should be aware of is the fact that we will be having ourselves some more rarities dropping very soon. So first off, there will most likely be a brand new artifact, probably a belt or something, that will be dropping from brand new mobs that will be introduced in the instances or maybe in the raids. So a belt will be introduced in the artifact list. So right now you guys can see here we have ourselves the following artifacts. There will be one more artifact introduced, either maybe above or below, who knows where they're going to put it, but it should be something like a belt, which will give us brand new access to more stats. And hopefully I'm really hoping that the main stat here here is going to actually end up being damage increase. I think damage increase is the only major stat that we're missing that needs to actually be a major stat, because everything else we have element, we have crit damage, we have we don't have crit rate. So crit rate could technically be, we don't need crit rate. Crit rate is so easy to cap. But I think damage increase should be one of the ones that will be added, or hopefully will be added in the future to this new, oh, look at this, to this new artifact that's going to drop. So keep that in mind. A new artifact will be coming eventually. And I know a lot of you guys are not necessarily happy about the introduction of new artifacts, but hey, this is how the game evolves. You have to have evolution in this game for it to go anywhere. We can't just expect the game to be stagnant and everything to be the same forever. New things have to be introduced for the game to continue progressing and getting better, right? So that's going to be something as well too. A couple new ones that will also drop. There'll be some new blessing stones, I believe, that are going to be dropping as well too. We're probably looking at about maybe 5 or 6. Keep that in mind. I don't expect them to be insanely groundbreaking, but there will be a couple new ones coming down the pipe. So for those who already have all your blessings or close to all of them and you're satisfied with them, I suggest continue saving until new ones come out, because they may be game breaking to you and eventually something that you may want to consider pulling for in the future and saving then. Okay, so make sure you do that. And then another really big one that's coming out as well too, and I think a lot of people need to be understanding of, is there'll be brand new gems coming out higher than the tier 4s. I think everybody was expecting this. Probably tier 5s is most likely going to be a big one. And then also the introduction of brand, and this is a guess on my end, most likely brand new rarities for skills. So you know how right now we stop at legendaries? I can see them with the introduction of a brand new national hunter, or maybe a little bit after that with Jeju Island, probably the introduction of a brand new rarity for skills, most likely the mythic rarity, which is something that's very common in Netmarble games. They're usually red color, so we can most likely expect something like that to happen as well. So for those who are at the point of like, I have nothing to do, I have so many resources, especially whales, right, who have nothing to do and they're just kind of capped out on resources, there is a lot coming down the pipe for you guys, most likely. Again, these are all assumptions and guesses. I'm just basing it off of some things that I've known about Netmarble games, and I'm pretty confident that mostly what I'm saying with my assumptions are fairly accurate. So keep an eye out for that, guys. The future is bright for SLA. There's a lot to come, a lot more content dropping, and a lot of new resources and things for you to farm are coming your way. Now, if some of you guys are bored of the farming method, keep in mind this is what a gacha game is. I just want to make sure people understand what they're getting themselves into. You will be doing this farming going forward for a very long time. The purpose of a gacha game is to give you a routine for a game and continuously make it feel like real life. That is the point of a gacha. It's to make you feel like you're doing something, you're earning something by doing the same things over and over again. And with that little bit of RNG, it's a gamble, right? It's like being in a casino. When you hit the jackpot, it feels so damn good. When you don't, it feels like shit. So for those who are going to stick around, we're in it for the long haul. I think this game is going to last for a very, very long time, guys. For those who ever said this game is dying, y'all crazy. I can see SLA going for minimum 7 to 8 years before any form of announcement of it losing any steam. With the introduction of Thomas, with the new introduction of season 2, plus the movie, the first 2 episodes coming out in theaters, I think SLA's future is looking bright. Plus a lot of the new things that are dropping is going to make the content even more fun. Personally, I'm excited for the future and what it holds. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys are still excited for this game, if you're still happy with it. The biggest issue, and I want to just bring this up again, the biggest issue this game has, really, at the end of the day, is optimization for mobile. Optimization for mobile. You guys need, Netmarble, you guys need to fix this. A lot of you guys also need to get some newer devices that may help as well, but optimization for mobile is a major, major deal. It will continuously be a major deal until they fix this problem. I think a lot of your mobile players have quit because of this. Many have stuck around, but some have quit, and I think you can get a lot of them back if you Netmarble decide to finally put together a plan and especially exercise it, implement it, and optimize the mobile experience for a lot of players. Because right now, that is literally what is holding back the game more than anything, is for mobile players to actually experience or have a good experience in the game compared to what they're having now, which is a horrible experience. Now, I personally, guys, a lot of you guys have been asking me like how I feel about mobile. I have zero problems with my mobile. Like I have a Google Pixel 8 Pro, and I use the Kishi controller with mine, and honestly, it runs very, very smoothly. I barely have any issues with mine. I have no crashing. So for those who are looking for a good phone that can handle it, that's my phone. personally. That's how I handle mine. What you have may not be compatible for it, but for some of those who have compatible phones that should be working 100%, I feel your pain and I understand where you're coming from. It is very frustrating when you can't play a game that you've been, looking forward to play. So Netmarble, I hope you fix that. That is my major gripe with this game still. Please, please, please handle that. New codes coming to all the supporters. Thank you so much for making me number one. Much love to you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.